The main draw controls for this Seaford team, but for Kurt Dankenbrink, he has used a lot of different options to try to solve it, and he has not been able to get the one nice run together on draws. So out of the Seaford timeout, they'll go in the middle of the field for Allison Palermo, and she'll quickly race through and pick up the clear. So no time to waste for the Vikings. Great moves, face dodge, and what a finish. Allison Palermo. Well, if you can put that little package together about this young lady's future.
That was amazing. She came out from that timeout and held nothing back. She sprinted down more than half the field, face dodged right past the player, and shot with authority. She does not want this game to be over yet.
This has truly been a full field transition game, and athletes like Allison Palermo starring in it. Putting in a 4-goal day. Nicole Hauser meeting her on the draw circle.
Hey, how are you?
And Hauser knocking it down. Palermo chasing on the wing. Vanessa Yu. Somehow she is always in position to get the ball.
Yeah, she is beating everyone to the ground ball. It feels like I'm looking at her and she's alone. No one else is running after her. She needs to be taken much more serious on the draw.
Ball popping up in the air, and Seaford at least to get a quick turnover. And they'll try to transition ahead, and this time Renee Savino is fouled with 8.5 to go. 6-goal deficit for the Vikings. And Savino looking around will reset and get it to sister Michelle Savino. Duncan inside the 8-meter and has to retreat. On the wing, Jen Molnar. And for the Vikings, they'll need quick hitters. Molnar. Palermo at the top. Oyster Bay staying in their backer zone that they've had and sat in all day. Feed inside to the crease and looking to turn and shoot, and Seaford able to pick up the foul. So they'll earn a free position. And they'll get Michelle Savino somewhere on the right wing. So Savino against Emily Vomvis. Savino cuts it across and able to score even with the flag out. So the Vikings have one more run left in them, trailing by 5.
That was a very difficult free shot to take. The stick was in her right hand, but Michelle Savino did take the ball, come across the 8, and was able to finish with authority. As you see, she comes right across the 8, tucks her stick, and finishes in the high corner.
Michelle Savino for the first time tonight. Another one of the 4 starting senior attackers for Seaford. Her and Victoria Prodan have been 3-year starters. Molnar, a 4-year starter. And as we talked about, Shate, an incredible 6-year starter. That's the maximum. Nobody can be a 7-year starter. There are no high schools that go 6 through 12. And a draw control. Ball pointed off the foul to Seaford. So we'll have it with about 7 minutes to go. And they'll get it to Allison Palermo. And she rockets ahead. To the crease, catch made, a finish quickly, Michelle Savino. A game of runs, the latest belonging to the Vikings.
That was a great finish by Savino. As Palermo comes down, feeds the ball to Savino. Savino made a very difficult catch on her offset side, turns and finishes. Michelle Savino has stepped up greatly in these past 2 possessions.
She gets 2 quick ones. Allison Palermo on the feet to get it to her. Trailing by 4. Seaford had cut it to 3 a lot earlier in this second half. And Oyster Bay does have a timeout. At their disposal, Seaford will come up with a big draw control. Lauren Cardone knocked away by Kaiser. And Kaiser on a very good ride. Cardone lost it out of bounds. The little things of Hannah Kaiser.
Kaiser did not give up on that possession. She stuck with it, which allowed Oyster Bay to now have a possession. This possession is huge. Seaford is only down by 4.
Kaiser will go back to Lane. Oyster Bay trying to reach the Nassau County Class C championship game in just their 2nd year of existence as a varsity team and 3rd overall. Now Rebecca Lane playing keep away, goes back to Devereaux. And Devereaux fouled, and here comes a yellow. And Emma Shate knew it. So a big swing of events in a matter of seconds. Shate off the field for 2 minutes.
Having one of Seaford's best players off the field now, again, this is their 3rd yellow card. They're man down. This is going to be extremely hard for them. Emma Shate comes in very intense. They want to get the ball back and hip checks the girl and gets a card.
Pick up here for Lane, so we'll see how Oyster Bay plays this, whether or not they choose to just kill the 2 minutes and spread the field or add to their 17 goals, which so far has not really had a tremendously safe feeling.
Easy back.
And spread the field, Lane, with no pressure around her.
It seems that they are now locking off both U sisters.
Lane and has Hauser. 5:15 to go, 2nd half.
It looks like Seaford is locking off both U sisters, and the U sisters are now trying to work together to get open.
So foul away from the ball. And Duggan approaching. Folks came out of goal.
Go, throw it up. Throw it up.
And Folks will drop it back.
Stay over here, girl.
Lane. Will Oyster Bay shoot? And they will not. So clearly the sign made and the call from Charlie Rizzuto, coaching the Baymen. Yeah, they're going to value the time here. Still 40 seconds left to go on this man up, protecting this 4-goal lead. And it always begs the question, Michelle, well, you've coached, you've been in these games at the college level, high school level. How much is enough compared to how much time left?
It's hard to tell, but looking at this game, Seaford has made those comebacks a lot easier and quicker. So the gaps in this game have been huge and then very quickly small. So it is very hard to determine when enough is enough.
And Lane just passed up a wide open net with Folks out of goal. 10 seconds left on the Shate penalty, so she is about ready to come out. And Folks now extending past the restraining line to make it a 7-on-7 in terms of field players. Time is up. So now Duggan will be double teamed with 8 defenders. Oyster Bay has gotten the clock under 4 minutes left. Nicole Hauser.
4 minutes is a long time to hold the ball, especially how intense Seaford is playing defense right now.
And we'll get it to Nicole Hauser, who steps out. Ball picked up here by Duggan. And the Baymen have done a solid job. Cook, and not even looking to goal. Again, no shot clock in high school girls lacrosse or women's college lacrosse. And a part of the game that is always debated upon by coaches and players. What do you do in these situations after you get an exciting game and then to kind of have the rug pulled out underneath it? But these are the current rules and the way it is. So coaches and teams will take advantage of it and melt time away like Charlie Rizzuto is now. And they look to double the ball on Shelby Cook. Under 3 minutes left for Oyster Bay to set up a meeting with Cold Spring Harbor in 2 communities located just a few miles apart.
Watch your back.
Cook picking up the foul. And always a dangerous case because with the defense being so aggressive, this is the time of the game where you get a lot of dangerous yellows. Cook and Michelle Yu able to free herself from being face guarded. Both Yu sisters fantastic in this game.
Oyster Bay is doing a wonderful job of possessing the ball right now.
Vanessa Yu being shut off and locked off again. Way outside your picture by Julia Seiler. Folks, now into Michelle Yu with 2 minutes to go. Duggan. Not looking to shoot. Will lob it here for Hauser. And Hauser roughed up by Folks. And Oyster Bay actually put together a 6-minute full melting of the clock and solidify their place in the C Championship.
Good. Back. Go to Vanessa. Not now.
After Seaford had picked up the draw control, but they turned it over, trailing by 4 goals. They still had 6 minutes left and some time with an opportunity with the momentum on their side. They have trailed all game long. Kaiser in a bad spot. And Seaford getting the ball on the ground. It kicks ahead, and the Vikings will finally get it with Caitlin Meyer. 1:15 to go as the ball picked up by Michelle Savino. Savino to goal. The shot missing, off goal. And Palermo will scoop it up. 1:05 left. Seaford, all of that time, just attempting to get the ball back. Palermo rolling. And we'll get a call stopping the clock with under a minute left. And the call is, I believe it offsides against Seaford. Yes.
That is a crucial turnover for Seaford.
So with a small window still existing for Seaford, they make a mental error. Perhaps one more clear will get it done for Oyster Bay. And Vanessa Yu chases ahead. Well, how about some of the individual matchups, Michelle, between Oyster Bay and Cold Spring Harbor? Certainly when you just think about pairing up the Yu sisters against Holly Logan and company of Cold Spring Harbor, there'll be a lot of speed to spare.
I think that will be a great matchup between those 3 girls. Their speed is unstoppable, and having someone that will play against Vanessa Yu with similar speed might be able to control what Vanessa Yu's what she can commit to the game.
Players like Shannon Logan, Katie Hudson of Cold Spring Harbor, they're going to find their match in terms of quickness. Vanessa Yu trail checked away. Pick up here for Seaford. Alyssa Mallory with 8 seconds to go. And lobbed ahead, but the Oyster Bay Lady Baymen, in just year 2, they'll play for a county title. Today they lead wire to wire and knock off Seaford 17-13. We promised fireworks, we got them. A great show put on by Oyster Bay. The 2 seed will advance to meet Cold Spring Harbor. We're coming back with some post-game reaction and final thoughts here to Adelphi. It's Oyster Bay advancing.
Nothing's gonna hold me back.
I do it to win. I believe practice does make perfect.
Are you ready?
The great outside. My new mom and I have a lot in common. So shiny. We both love the outdoors.
That's not a flower.
And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
You don't have to be